Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina. It's the NFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. It's the Carolina Panthers taking on the Chicago Bears.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Chicago Bears and the Carolina Panthers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game...
Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
And the quality of opponent goes up a notch here in this divisional round. But he's coming off such a sensational performance, I'm not sure he cares. 4 touchdown passes in the last game, and you'd have to imagine his head coach would sign up for that right now.
They go play action here on first down. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First carry now for David Montgomery. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now a throw here, hauled in.
The pass.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And Tate's got it. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Montgomery back to the ground. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory.
David Montgomery.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
David Montgomery.
Jeremy Chin there defensively. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 18-yard line. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
And it's 3rd down.
And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
Complete to number 87.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line.
The pass.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11th. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try.
A 28-yard attempt.
Seibert's kick is good.
Kick is good.
And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first.
Panthers nothing.
Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest and I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one, because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
By number 21.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He can run for it, and he will.
That's good for a Carolina Panther.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 34-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 34. Here comes Hamler on the jet sweep. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Part of why that play works is because the defense has to freeze because they don't know whether he's going to hand it off or keep it himself. And this time, how about that sleight of hand there? Gives it to his wideout. And that indecision defensively, boy, it hurt him in a big way.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw here. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch.
Complete.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
7 brings up 3rd and 5.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10.
That's another.
His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
At the 8-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Holding offense.
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Another carry for the running back. Roquan Smith in on the tackle.
2nd and 15. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. Back to throw. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
I like his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. They're not going to kick it. A chip shot, but they're going for it down 3 on 4th down. On the carry, it's Bawden. And he'll be caught behind the line of scrimmage at the 3. They tried to let the fullback pound it in between the tackles, but he stopped up short. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. That's only the 2nd quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
Chicago.
They'll look to throw. And he finds Montgomery complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is incomplete, but a flag back at the line of scrimmage. And this could be a 1st down. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Here's a 1st and 10 now after they successfully drew him off sides. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
3rd down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on your quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. Called out a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation allows him to get home.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Steps away. He's going to take off with it. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is picked up by the Bears.
Quarterback on the keeper. Fumble on the play.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. The Chicago offense set to get started. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him. A lot of times, it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Open man is Komet, the tight end. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
3rd and inches.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
He was covered by...
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
19-yard line.
The Carolina offense about ready to go. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
So many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
10 at the 33-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Second and 11. Finding Knox there, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good yardage after the catch as that played good for 30 and a first.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 30. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
The Panthers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll set up a throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
56 to Mott, boy, 56. Check.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Joey Sly on now for the Panthers. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good.
His kick.
And that will tie us at 3-3.
That ties the game at 3-3.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
25-yard line.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives.
Oh, it springs free. Montgomery loses it. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
Oh, I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
The fumble on first down now. Here's 2nd down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Now a dump-off here complete, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Gain of 6. And the Bears first down.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
12 yards. It's second down.
It's brought in left side by Tate. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
A gain of 4. And it's third down.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
He'll get this underneath to Montgomery.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. This fourth and final matchup on this divisional round weekend. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to Saturday's NFC divisional round game. And it's the LA Rams who are moving on to the next round as they eliminate the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, in our game, we're set up for a terrific second half. So to find out who will advance to the NFC title game, let's send it back out to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Fielded in the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big, big gain.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10. Looking to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point, and what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Here comes Hamler on the jet sweep. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Hamler, the ball carrier.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On second down, Stapleton, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now 3rd and goal.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. He's got it for a Panther touchdown from 6 yards away. And the Panthers have taken the lead. And it is up.
It is good.
And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
The quarterback is sacked.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have the Bears' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They'll run on 1st down. Montgomery, not much room to run. Just gets it to the 35 after showcasing his tough running. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd.
They're going to look to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. Brian Burns. able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the one touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this 3rd and 4th quarter.
A gain of 2.
Are you touched?
Brings up 2nd and 8.
He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete.
Complete to number 89. Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Stapleton. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return, and the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Dante Jackson.
They run. Montgomery. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
23-yard line. A 5-yard pickup on the play.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Montgomery. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Brooks. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the
back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. He's got his man in stride, complete. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well.
Holding, receiving team.
Hey, we don't need no more penalties right here.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Here we go. Mike 56, Mike 56.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up second.
Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Roquan Smith able to get outside the numbers and drop him for a loss of a yard.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this is a unit that needs to get in gear if they want to play for a conference championship next weekend. Down 7 here in the fourth, and a very critical drive upcoming. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Now Montgomery, he's got it on the draw. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
As a defensive coach, that play excites you because you watched your defense play their techniques and didn't lose their leverage. They stayed with the play and didn't just run after the quarterback.
On 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. They'll set up to throw. And Tate's got it. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Yeats or Gross Matos in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been... The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And this one not officially in the bag, but it's looking more and more like you and I are going to be in these same seats next week for a game to go to the Super Bowl.
And it's contrary to our meeting with the visitors, wasn't it? Remember when we went over to their hotel before the game, and one of the themes they kept hitting us with was, let's put the pressure on the #1 seed and see if they can handle it. Let's do that. Well, they're the #1 seed for a reason. Best team all year long. They're showing it again in this game. I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
2nd and 4. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll be a gain of 4, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 3rd down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. And he'll give it here to his running back. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And to give this time to the tailback. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at about the Bears' 18-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
1st and 10.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and...
They'll look to throw. And he finds Montgomery complete. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he's out right at the 25. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. They'll look to throw now on first down. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And he'll give it here to his running back. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as he'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Fly on for the field goal. A 52-yard attempt.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard.
So now the Bears down by 10. And time, a huge factor. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll look to throw here on first down. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
The pass.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's caught by Montgomery. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 10 seconds to go. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The Panthers season will press on as we say so long, everybody.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.